kill dudes like forensics.
And now we're going to play this song called Clown Rappers by Soul Dope 95. Word, man. I guess let's go ahead and get into it. I'm always guessing that we should go ahead and get into it. I should just start getting into it,
I know,
right?
right?
Hold on. This guy. Hold on. This is... We're doing what first? Seafood, right?
Seafood
All right,
Sam.
here we go.
Lapsalari.
Seafood Sam.
The Mars Volta Tremulant EP.
Right. Sam Volta. That's an inside joke for y'all. Welcome back to the Secret House Against the World, clandestine society of album conversations based here in Tokyo. My name is Robinson Mega.
Hey, what's up, DJ L Spade?
Word. And you see all of our names at the bottom, so if you want to direct any hate towards any particular comments, make sure you tag that person in there. We were loving seeing all of the comments off the Arm & Hammer video. That's been great. Thank you for getting at us. A couple people reached out as well. Ray Kincaid sent me some music. Man, it's been really, really dope. Our subscribership has gone up several percentages. I think I got 77 subscribers now,
Hey.
so which is like 1% of the subscribers that y'all got, maybe.
Hey, gotta start somewhere.
So we do a lot of things, and I'll tag everybody in the joints. All the beats in the background are brought to you by my man Soul Dope 95, who is a producer in the Inland Empire. All of his business is in the show note, or what? Not show notes. It would be in the doodly doo.
The descriptions,
man.
Yeah, in the description, the information area. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. Tell all your friends about us, and then tell your friends to tell other people about us in some type of strange YouTube subscriber pyramid scheme. We can pull that off.
Sounds good.
Ponzi scheme.
Word. And man, today we're recording conversations about a few albums, and I want to let you guys know if there's any albums that are coming out that you want us to review. Let us know if they seem dope. We'll do that. Lots of new music coming out in May and in June. They got a new Mach Hami that's coming out, a new Planet Asia that's coming out, and the Sky Zoo is coming out, and we're going to do a song review conversation about that Sky Zoo Bed-Stuy Burning today. So yeah, starting off, we're going to do Seafood Sam.
Rocco's World.
Yeah. And
Lobster Larry.
yeah, West Coastin'. You know, he's from the LBC. He's from Long Beach. And I guess he's banging and, you know, he's hardcore. He's a gangster cat. I have heard another album of his before, which I forgot to write down here. But the way I came across him was because he's got a track with Devin Morrison. And Devin Morrison is a homie that used to live here in Tokyo who is currently blowing up and just featured on so many different amazing products, from Fonte to Mind Design to, I think he's doing some work on the new Masego album. I might be projecting to that because Masego just tags him. People love his music. He's been shouted out on the Pink Sifu, Concept Jackson albums. And so, like, just an amazing talent. And go check out his album, Bussin'. And he just released instrumentals. It's some real fly, amazing type of shit that is a little bit similar to the energy on this at times, Rocco's World. So kind of my first time really giving him a chance. Where do you guys stand on him? Did you know him before?
This is my first time hearing of it.
Likewise. Yeah, no, I it might have come up. I've got some friends who are into like Pink Sifu and like Slim Gorilla, Little Ugly Mane, you know, those kind of cats. So the name might have come up a couple of times. This is the first time I'd actually listened to his stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't know none of those names y'all just said. I was like, huh?
You don't listen to Pink Sifu?
Nah.
Man, we're going to put him on so much hip-hop shit.
I mean,
Word.
I like Drake. Gosh.
Oh, man. See, that's a demerit. That's a demerit. I'm going to bleep it out. Now, I mean,
from
if you
Memphis.
enjoy Drake, that's fine. But
He's from Memphis.
Well, see, the thing, is he? I thought he was from Toronto. Don't do
by
that.
way of Memphis. He's from Toronto by way of Memphis.
You talking about because his daddy's from Memphis?
He
was born there?
You can claim Drake if you want.
No
As
doubt.
a light skinned nigga, I give you permission to
Here you
claim
go,
Drake.
have him.
Yeah. I mean, that's dope. I mean, I really don't listen to Drake. I really don't care for his music or like anything about like him as a celebrity. But I mean, if you like him, that's fine.
I'm being facetious, guys. I mean, Drake is alright, but I'm not gonna.
No, you've claimed him.
Man.
He's yours
Oh,
now.
really? Oh, now? Okay.
Well, the thing is, like, these are hip-hop album conversations as much as they are reviews. So all of us have different tastes, and I am trying to make it so these are largely more underground independent albums, so it's unlikely that we'd ever do a Drake album here. But yeah, you know what I mean? So it's good to have that different perspective. And I hope that maybe you find something really tight out of what we listen to.
Yeah, I keep an open mind while I listen to all these things. As a matter of fact, this Seafood Sam was delightfully good. I was like, yo, when he dropped that first line on the first song.
Yeah, I like that shit too.
Oh, Cuban Links? When
handcuffed the booty of a hoochie mama.
I was like, handcuffed the booty of a hoochie mama. I'm in here.
In fact, on this song, I put that he says a line about listening to Drake on this song, and I gave him one demerit for that. And I have it here in my notes. Listening to Drake, demerit. I mean, no, it's fine. This is an enjoyable project. I don't think it necessarily kind of does his music justice, so to speak, because it is so short and it does have an aesthetic vibe, but he's pretty good on it. 18
all of
minutes?
His projects, I feel like all of his projects are this short though.
Yeah, that is something that I noticed as well.
Smart, get in, get out.
Well, it also could speak to his ability as an artist to actually put together a larger, cohesive project. It's a crutch that a lot of people use, but 1 minute songs. Don't have to develop a theme.
We had this conversation last time we was here, man. I told you, man, like the attention span right now is not there. Even myself personally, I'm not trying to hear a 20-song album or a 15-song album or even, for most cases, a 5-minute song. Like my attention span just ain't there.
I think there's a little more to it than attention span though. Like this record, for better or for worse, like kind of has a thesis statement. Like it's every track on there, like you've got that kind of almost vaporwave-ish approach to like West Coast, like G-funk kind of groove,
music, right?
And then he's doing this very like deep voice, low-key delivery. He doesn't like mix up his flows a huge amount on the record. Like he's going for this one particular thing, and rather than dragging it out for 40 minutes or an hour, he kind of gets to the point, in and out.
Yep.
And maybe on a full-length record, something that Seafood Sam would want to do is like expand his horizons musically.
What did I really like in terms of the content of each track? Like there's titles, there's kind of a vibe, but I really didn't get him saying much of anything that he didn't say. Like every single track seemed to kind of have the same type of topical content.
Really?
Yeah, I thought
y'all didn't see no depth in this? Like, yo,
no. It's not that there's not depth. It's just that, like he, in terms of the entire album and the concepts that he's doing, it's all very kind of surface levelly, and that's one of the things I felt about the album too. It's like the first, what is it, 8 songs? This album,
something like that. Yeah.
The first 6 songs are all like songs that feel like they would be played for women, but the content is not like women.
What
content.
even Lil Boy Old School?
Beat-wise.
Okay, I disagree with you because the first, I didn't get a slap until like the 4th track, which was Lil Boy Old School. Old School. Old Soul, which was dope as hell. When they had the Pimp C sample in there.
Was that Pimp C?
Yes.
It do sound like
the
yeah.
UGK sample, dog, I was already in.
That's one of the joints that I like too. It kind of did remind me of like some old MJG 8-ball type of shit.
This
I did like that.
Gave me everything I was looking for. Matter of fact, he reminds me of a newer version, a more polished version of Devin the Dude. That is basically the vibe I was getting on this whole album. I'm like, yeah, it's taking me back to like, this is a whole like Southern swaggy West Coast thing. Because most Southern rappers get their steez from the West Coast anyway. So this is like right on par with that. I
just didn't feel like he's steezy enough to be a Devin the Dude. You know what he reminded me of? He reminded me of a West Coast Rock Marcy. The pimp shit, the player shit, the slow, deliberate bars, the beat choices that he made. But it's West Coast because it's got a G-funk. It's got that West Coast kind of lowrider vaporwave vibe to it. That's different.
This, for me, it was almost like, what if Kool Keith wasn't doing the weird shit?
That's a weird take.
I mean, like, if you listen to, on that. Like, so some of the like choices of flows and like his delivery really reminded me of like some of the Dr. Doom project,
Black Elvis,
like that kind of thing. And even like the Sex Style record where he's got that kind of, it's kind of slimy, that sleazy element to it, where like it has this kind of very intentionally like faux glam to it. Where it's kind of
got the blue suede Stacey Adams type of swag,
and that was something I liked a lot about the record, was that his choice of synthesizers and stuff like that, it's got that throwbacky element, but it never actually sounded like that in the 80s
I actually
or the
think
90s.
it depends too much on samples. Like, it's a lot of sample chops on this.
It was hard for me to kind of parse out exactly what was going on with the direction of the beats.
Mm.
Like, I even checked to see, like, who's the producer on this. I could get no information about it.
So
I don't know
that.
if is it him or is it like, who is it? And it's like the I've got 3 songs on this that I actually like, and out of the 8 songs, one of them is
out of 9 songs. Yeah. Well,
is
8
it
songs,
9?
Yeah.
Is it
no,
8?
One's just
One's an
skit,
intro,
two guys
right?
talking.
Yeah.
So like I got 3 that I actually like, and they're the ones that don't sound like the ones that the album starts with.
Which ones are those?
I like Lil Boy Old Soul.
Dope.
I like Don't Play Dumb.
Dope.
Cold 2-Step.
Yep.
And let me see. Maybe that first Cuban Link joint.
Cuban Link.
Okay,
So
we
that was
agree.
cool.
We're totally agreeing.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
the first time and
some
last
of
time
those-
this is gonna happen.
I didn't dislike the other tracks on that record, though. I don't think I disliked
Yeah.
anything on the record.
Yeah. I was finding it like, when do I want to listen to this again? We were supposed to do this album review a week ago,
Yeah, last
and we
week.
started listening to it a week before that.
Yeah.
I listened to it for a couple times before it, and then when I thought we were going to do it the next day, but then, reasons we didn't do it, and then I didn't listen
My
to
bad.
it all this week. You good? And then and then I started listening to it again on Thursday, and I was like, the thing that I don't get is like the content. The beats sound like something I'll play with like my girl, but the content don't sound like some shit that I think
say
my
with my
girl
girl.
would want to
Yeah.
be around with. And that's where it reminds me a little bit of a Rock Marcy, because he's got the pimp lines, the player lines, but it's smooth, but it's also kind of gully gutter for
Yeah.
East Coast cats. But this is very West Coast centric with the beats.
I thought the album started off slow for me. Like, when it first came out, the Cuban Link beat, I was like, dude, no drums? I'm like, yo, where the drums at? No drums?
yeah.
And the second
A
track,
lot of the albums we review are going to have 0 drums.
yeah, and that's gonna be a knock for me, though. I'm a
I
drummer.
think
Yeah.
I actually think that he's going to fucking love Rock Marcy.
Yeah,
I think he's going to listen to Rock Marcy and be like, he's a better lyricist than Royce.
Whoa. Okay,
I
maybe.
think you
I don't know.
will.
I can't say until I hear him. But like this album right here, dog. Like I said, it started off slow as hell, and I'm like, yo, can I get some drums? I didn't get drums until like the 4th track. I'm like, yo, please.
That's kind of what I like more.
Really?
When he does that approach a little bit more. Yeah. The last 2 tracks, I was like, all right, this is like some summer, like Don't Play Dumb. Excuse me, Don't Play Dumb. I was like, yo, this beat is cool. It doesn't sound like some quasi hood love ballad
Right.
from a dude that doesn't know love. You know what I mean? A dude that calls it like me and my bitch type of guy. You know what I mean? And that was the first one that I was like, okay, bet. And he got dope lines on it. Threw my what does he say? Threw my shit on the web and it stuck to it. Like, that's just
I
simple.
mean, he got a
but
bunch of
pretty
like
dope.
quotables in there. Like,
Yeah.
say, I'm trying, like yo,
Yeah, he's dope.
like
My man
Menace to
gives
Society. Oh,
Yeah. He also gives like a shout out to Water on the beginning of Angels on the Atlantic.
Drink
And
water, man.
my water niggas, man. Why
Hydro
y'all do that
homies.
to my favorite Reddit? It's just a Reddit about loving water. Shout out to my man Alexander Hunter with the big bottles of water all the time.
all the time.
And he's on the new
Yasuke,
Yasuke
on Netflix.
animation. Yeah, Power. Are you
What?
on that shit too?
No,
Yeah.
no one even approached me about that shit.
Okay. Shout out to. I mean, it's on Netflix. It looked kind of. I don't know.
Yeah, man. I'm
But-
gonna leave it at that.
but
It's on
my-
Netflix.
But my people is shining, just being a part of it. So shout out to Lex Caliber. Check out the Random Show with Lex Caliber and DJ L Spade on every Tuesday at 8:00 on UPN. Unusually popular Negroes.
Yeah, we'll take that UPN money.
Right. No, but that joint to me was really dope. I like the joints with drums. I like the joints that actually slap. I don't really care for the quasi love hood beats, to be honest. That vaporwavy.
I guess that was. I liked it in that I haven't really listened to a lot of stuff that sounds like that. This kind of, we're looking at it from this like hood love perspective, but I feel like it's meant to be unsettling.
This was gang banging done
Word.
right, man.
Yeah.
This is how gang banging rap should be.
I feel you on that. Like this is how gang banging
Say
rap
whoa.
can be. Gang
Yes.
banging, yeah, how it can be. But I mean, I like my gangster shit a little bit different than this too.
Oh, here's the
I like
thing.
my gang bang shit to be a little bit closer to 8 Ball and MJG player type of shit.
This is a different phase of it though, because man, I hate the gangster rap or the gang banging that doesn't come from an emotional side. Because like do you want to be gangster all the damn time? Do you want to be like on guard every time? That's not life.
Just so much of this shit is about like being with your girl type of vibe.
Gangsters
I don't
do that.
Yeah, but I don't want a gangster trying to make me feel good about it. You know what I mean?
I
That's
think you
where I
should.
fucked up.
I think you should. Like I think that like yo, as a human being, man, you should explore those emotions. And just because you in the hood, that doesn't mean you can't like partake upon like the greater things of life. Like sometimes you want to lay against something soft. You don't want to be hard all the time.
I really don't think it's meant to be taken that deeply. Like the whole record is like, I mean, it's very postmodern. If I'm going to get pretentious about it, like, you know, the way so like the way he approaches his success and his fame and like, you know, him being around girls and his hustle and everything when he's still a relatively unknown MC, I think there's like a tongue-in-cheek element to it. And like the way that the beats come together, the fact that they're all kind of a little unsettling and a little weird.
His name is
Seafood Sam. The album cover is him pointing like a dog-shaped water gun at the camera.
You don't get the seafood reference?
Like, it's like...
Explain that for me, yo.
Man, like, I don't know about y'all guys, man. I don't know, y'all must have had money growing up, but seafood was always like the higher echelon. Like, when you was eating scrimps, not shrimp, but scrimps, you were like balling.
We don't really do seafood in the UK.
We was also...
You're an island, y'all don't do seafood?
Have you seen British food? Have you seen British food?
Their water is like grayish color. It's the same color as my pants. I grew up on the West Coast and we had seafood all the time, so it wasn't some extravagant type of thing for us.
Okay.
I grew up like an hour and a half south of where he from. But I mean, yo, all right. I think we could kind of wrap it up here, right? Yeah, we can kind of wrap it up here. I'll start by saying that I found this album to be enjoyable. For me, it was a great introduction to Seafood Sam as an artist. I look forward to hearing something from him that feels a little bit more cohesive, something that feels a little bit more deliberate, because that's not what I got from the album. But I think that he styles. I think he's swaggy. I think I'm rocking with him as a West Coast artist. It's dope to see that. I feel as though his influence are kind of on his sleeves a little bit at the time.
Sure.
But yo, I like this album. I give it a demerit for the Drake shit. I also give it a demerit for the bar where he talks about Kennard killing Omar in The Wire. Don't do that, dog. That's my dog, Omar. Like, I hate that little motherfucker Kennard. But he also gives shout out to Water, which is, you know, I'm one of those cats. I'm rocking with Water. So I really enjoy this album. I'm back for the next Seafood Sam joint. Hopefully he gets... some of the beats on this ain't rock with me. What y'all got?
You want to go?
I liked it. It's not the best thing that we've listened to on Tokyo's Secret House Against the World, but it's probably the one that took me by surprise the most. I feel like I've gone into pretty much everything so far, kind of having a rough idea of what to expect, and, you know, kind of being into it or not being into it. Whereas I had like a very weird 18 minutes with Seafood Sam, and I enjoyed those 18 minutes.
It was weird.
It was a good experience.
Yeah, no doubt.
I'd do it again.
Yo, keep doing what you're doing, Seafood, homie. This is my first time being introduced to Seafood Sam, and I think this, like you said, a damn good introductory album. Like, this made me want to go listen to the rest of this dude's stuff. And I think you lean a little too heavy on the samples, my guy. Like, sometimes your lyrics get lost in the music because, like, some of your samples are just full samples, but I don't know. That's an aesthetic choice. That's just me.
Stall them out. That's the vibe.
I mean, seriously, that's just me. Man, give me a little more drums, bro. Like, that's just something I want personally. I think your swag is on point. Your wordplay is on point. I like even your Devin the Dude-ish delivery, man. Keep doing what you're doing. I look forward to your next project, my guy.
Word, man. How about a favorite song on the album? What do you, if you had to pick one? I think I'm sticking with Don't Play Dumb. I like that one quite a bit. Cold Two Steps is probably the number 2. That's a summer jam type joint for me.
Little boy, oh so.
Cuban Links.
All right, bet.
That's a good one, too.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a good album, man. Yeah. All right, man.
Did you get a ranking? Like 1 out of 10? Are we doing that?
I'm gonna give this 3 Drakes out of 5. I wouldn't really recommend this to a Drake fan, but at the same time, he shouts out Drake, and I know you guys love hearing words that you recognize. So check it out.
I'm gonna give this 4 out of 5 Snoop Dogs. I think this is some West Coast shit that Snoop would like. I think Nipsey would rock with this. I think my nephew, who is West Coastin', would rock with this. And I really do feel as though this album probably sound even better if you was in California sitting on some Daytons.
That's the vibe. The vibe is like, that's what I listen to. I listen to it at night.
I listened to it walking around, and I was like, we West Coastin'? We West Coastin'?
Hey.
We West Coastin', cuz. Blood, cuz.
I'm gonna give this a solid 6 out of 10. Yo, this is a good project. Don't expect much. I'm kind of like Jet on this one. I wouldn't recommend this to everybody because I don't think everybody can catch the vibe. This is one of those, like, if you know, you know type things. But yeah, it's definitely a strong 6 out of 10 for me. Maybe 6.5.
Man. Secret House Against the World. Robinson Mega.
Fuck the all right.
Thank you for saying that, man. Like, seriously.
It's important.
Mortal Vashes. Are we good?